This is the story of two men who built a wrestling revolution together, went their separate ways, and wound up connected to the same video game franchise at the exact same moment, one in a motion capture suit in Osaka, the other on a film set in Australia. When Kenny Omega found out that Cody Rhodes had just been cast as Guile in the new live-action Street Fighter film, he picked up his phone and sent a message. What he wrote reveals something that no championship reign quite captures. Start with where both men are right now, because the timing is part of what makes this land. Cody Rhodes reclaimed the undisputed WWE Championship on March 6th by defeating Drew McIntyre on SmackDown, closing out a chapter that started badly in January when McIntyre took the belt during a 3 stages of hell match, with Jacob Fatu's interference deciding the finish. Rhodes now heads into WrestleMania for the 4th consecutive year as champion, facing Randy Orton, and the conversation around him has shifted from potential to legacy. Omega's trajectory runs parallel. Diverticulitis wiped out his entire 2024, coming after 9 months already lost in 2021 and 2022 to a sports hernia and knee problems combined. His return in 2025 felt earned rather than simply waded through, and 3 days ago, on March 25th, he defeated Swerve Strickland on AEW Dynamite to become the #1 contender for the AEW World Championship. Two men, two companies, both pushing toward the top of their worlds at the same time. July 2025 brought the announcement that Rhodes had been cast as Guile in the Street Fighter film, a Paramount Pictures production directed by Kitao Sakurai, scheduled for IMAX release on October 16, 2026, and the first live-action Street Fighter adaptation since the 1994 cult classic where Van Damme owned that same role. The cast built around Rhodes reads like someone pulled names from 2 different industries and made it work anyway. Roman Reigns as Akuma, Jason Momoa as Blanca, David Dastmalchian as M. Bison, Noah Centineo as Ken Masters, NJWP's Hiroki Goto as E. Honda, 2 current and former WWE champions in a single Street Fighter film. Rhodes won the title for the 2nd time in August 2025, and then took an entire month away from WWE just to film his scenes. But here's what reframes Omega's reaction entirely. His connection to Street Fighter isn't casual. In 2018, he portrayed the live-action version of Cody Travers for Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, an actual in-game character role. Both of his signature wrestling moves pull from gaming history. The V-trigger references Street Fighter V, and the one-winged angel takes its name from Final Fantasy VII. Then, on January 21st of this year, Omega announced he'd provided motion capture for Alex, headlining Year 3 of Street Fighter VI's downloadable content, with Alex's debut set for March 17th. The sessions in Osaka ran approximately 11 hours, and Omega lost nearly 9 pounds of water weight in a single day inside that suit. Alex's moveset now includes the Omega Wingbuster, a direct callback to his own finisher, meaning his fingerprints are literally built into the character's fighting style. When Rhodes landed the Guile role, Omega wasn't a wrestling outsider watching a colleague get a fun film opportunity. He was someone embedded in this franchise for nearly a decade, watching his former partner step into the biggest Street Fighter production ever made. In a recent interview with Fall Damage, Omega described what happened when that casting news broke, and he didn't reach for a polished answer. His own words carry everything here. I remember one of the first things I did when it was released that Cody was going to play Guile. I gave him a message, and I said to him, hey, Codes. I said, I just want to say congrats, and I know the old me would have been just fuming. He would have been jealous. He would have been upset that you got this role. I said, but I'm just excited and happy for you. And if there is a Street Fighter 2, then absolutely. No performance in that. No motivational framing designed to make himself look evolved. Just a direct admission that jealousy would have been his first instinct once, and the fact that it wasn't anymore. He also confirmed in the same interview that the two stay in regular contact. Guys, we talk all the time. He has my number. I have his. Anytime we have something big on the horizon, we message and support each other. That line lands differently when you know the road behind it. Rhodes arrived in New Japan Pro Wrestling in December 2016 as the newest Bullet Club member, the faction Omega led, and debuted at Wrestle Kingdom 11 on January 4, 2017. Over the following 2 years, tension between them built publicly enough